because I've heard her say that joke.
You should get back into
what's funny is my daughter's
You should give the comedy another go, Aron. I think you'd be good at it.
Thank you. I would like to. I mean, I've done a couple of presentations where I've gotten a decent amount of laughs, but when they offered me the GAC, and in Australia, of all places, there was a routine that I already had in my head that I already knew this will fucking work for this group. Because, there's a lot of comedians will do the black versus white comparisons or the men versus women or the dog versus cats comparison. Those are common comedy tropes. But I was going to do for Australia the death penalty and gun control thing versus Australia, and I had a lot of really funny shit to say on that. And I'm really upset that I didn't get that opportunity, because that absolutely would have worked.
Resurrect it, make it happen.
It's got to be for that particular audience. It's not something I can do when I'm talking to 60 people in Oklahoma. It had to be 5,000 people in Australia.
Never do stand-up comedy as an atheist in Oklahoma. That's got a train wreck written all over it.
But
all right, we gotta get back to the super chat. We gotta get the super chat up. I gotta tell you, my favorite thing is I do like making women laugh, but the best way I found to do that is just to have sex with them. So it works. Yeah. All right, Dave Dallaford.
That cricket sound effects that we have on Sick, please.
I got one laugh.
Yeah,
one laugh.
I was at a presentation by Jim Helton recently when he was talking about doing a sex ed for high school kids, and he says one of the first things you need to teach them is prepare for a disappointment.
Did you say Von Helton?
Low expectations.
Did he say Von Helton?
No, Jim Helton.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay, good. Do you know who Von Helton is?
No, I don't.
Oh God, he doesn't know who.
What?
Oh man,
wait, no.
How do you not know?
Get the fuck out
How
of
do you
here.
not know who Von Helton is?
Are you really?
That
Are you
can't be
bullshitting
real.
us, Aron? Oh, we have to talk. We have got to talk.
I'm not that well versed in Nazi history.
You're not woke enough, then. You're not woke.
My God, I can't believe. By the end of the show, we'll show you.
Yeah, but let me just give it a 10-second synopsis of Von Helton. If you've done something, Von Helton's done it better. He invented the stealth bomber. He's a space marine. He is a vampire. He's 300 years old. You name it, Von Helton has not only accomplished it, but mastered it. Von Helton is his name. Yeah. Von Helton. There's actually a meme of him. This is actually no joke. This is the truth. There's a meme called Karate Kyle, where it's kind of like, they made fun of my glasses. I ripped their head off or something. Right?
Von Helton adopted that name.
He is Von Helton. That is Von Helton, literally.
And his original birth name was Lipschitz.
I don't know what his actual name is.
Okay, I got that.
Lipschitz. I don't know. Is he a character reference or something?
All right,
but Karate Kyle is Von Helton.
But,
yeah. Okay,
but let's continue on with the super chats. Yeah.
Can I say
Dave Dallaford, another $2. Yeah. Okay, Sandra, you taking off? Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I've got a broken arm, and it's hard for me to hold my phone up so you can actually see me.
Oh, damn!
I just
sorry.
Hold on, before you run off, make up a great story for what.
Sure.
Make up a great story for why you're.
I wish I could. It's because it's a really stupid reason. I literally fell backwards out of the cab of the truck.
I broke both of my arms in high school at the same time playing basketball. But I was being enormously stupid. Yeah, I jumped from the stands to grab the bar behind the backboard and swung up to punch the basketball out of the basket because it got stuck there. And then I did the swing and did a somersault and didn't land on my feet. I landed on my arms.
Ow.
Ouch.
Ow.
Yeah, no, don't want to hear about that.
My arms broke my fall, but my fall broke my arms.
Were you like this?
Yeah.
For like a scarecrow?
I looked like Popeye because I had a cast on each arm.
So you broke your forearms?
Yeah, so I had to make up an excuse, right? So I show up in 2 slings, 2 casts, right? What am I supposed to tell people? That I was playing basketball? Nobody's going to understand that. I need too much backstory. No. So the easier explanation was her father came home early.
There you go. That works.
That's good.
That works.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
my arm's
thanks
getting super tired.
Thanks for popping
So
in.
I just wanted to say thanks for having me on. There's several things, especially like politics, that I don't agree with you on, but I have an enormous amount of respect because everything is completely evidence based. I love all of your work in the biology field. Very, very knowledgeable. Thanks. I would like to keep watching your videos, and I'm going to go ahead and
let me say that I appreciate that and thank you that when you, because this is something that we need more in this country. Okay, if we disagree on something, that might even be something we can negotiate on. That might be something if we had a chance to talk, we might be able to see eye on eye. But regardless whether we can or not, for you to say that you disagree with me on this, but you accept that you agree with me on that, that's something I have seen very little of in the last few years. It's like people will love everything that one person does until they find the one thing that they just, and then once they find one thing they disagree on, they just dismiss all the value of that person from that point on. And
I can't do that because I find a lot of value in what you do. I find a lot of entertainment in what you do. You had your political run there, and you had made some political videos, which I did watch, and I was trying to see your side of it. And there were several things that I was just like, I can't get behind you on that. But I love what you do, otherwise. And I still watch. I'm still subscribed. And, I don't think
I appreciate that very much. If you ever want to discuss that, I'm completely open to it. But what's a bigger deal to me is that I've been advocating for a long time that I don't agree with Penn Jillette about very much at all. But there's a little bit that we do agree on, and so I see him as an ally for the common goals that we have. Now, he may not share the same opinion of me because I'm not libertarian, but that's not the point. I mean, I'm more the building bridges type. Where do we agree? Where can we achieve what we both want?
Sure.
Yep.
And
Aron and I wouldn't have a relationship together if we agreed on everything. It makes it boring. We definitely have things we disagree on. But I think there's a mutual respect there. I love what he does for what he does. I have the most greatest admiration for Aron. We don't have to agree on everything because that would be boring as fuck, to be honest with you. I would get no enjoyment out of that.
There's nobody that I like everything about. That's the thing. Like,
I would love to
like everything about me.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots of things I don't like about.
Go rest your arm, Sandring. Thank you for coming in.
But thanks very much.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, let's get the super chats knocked out. We got quite a few to go through here. I'm going to try to do as fast as possible because we are running out of time. Speed read them. All right, speed read. Dave Dallafor, $2. Here's to going nowhere. Mark Beeser, $2. This guy's low quality, boring derp. I'm out. Oh, come on, Mark. This is one of my favorite streams. I got to tell you, it went nowhere, but I loved it. Dave Dallafor, $2. Aron, please interrupt him 288 times. They counted the last time with
yeah. Where were you on that, Aron? All right.
Entropic Momentum, $10. Give Jason a chance to explain it. We did. He does have one. He does have one. If you've seen his content, if he does have an argument, I have no idea what his argument is, except that he was trying to relate something about Aristotelian four causes, and I don't think he was doing a very good job of it, and it just was all over the place.
Well, if you don't understand what his argument, if you don't understand what his argument is, take heart because he doesn't understand what his argument is either.
Right. I don't think so. I don't think he did either.
Words.
I will try. I will try. Dude,
words.
I will try to help somebody out, and I will try to be as charitable as possible. There was just no way I could get anything of any kind of inference what the hell he was saying, Aron. There was nothing to be had. I tried. Yeah. Klaus, $5.
Regardless what he says about only having a glass of water, he was very clearly compromised.
Yeah. And did I not before we even went on stream? Did I not try to have a conversation with him where I said, kind of relax a little bit? You're getting kind of keyed up. Let's.
You did. You invited him onto the show. You were a very courteous host. All three of us gave him every provision, and then he was a dick. And this is the sad thing. He was a dick because he was projecting for his own failures so that he didn't have to admit it. And that's the sad thing. But that's the thing he's going to have to hopefully realize eventually later.
I don't, doing YouTube, I've lost most of my faith in humanity, so I don't I don't put any stock in.
I'm a political activist. I've lost faith in humanity.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's already done at that point. Yeah. All right, Klaus Schumer, $5. Hi, Aron. Check out that other dude's lisps. I don't know what that means. Jake, but thank you, Klaus, by the way.
The word is
Jake
lips,
Kearsarge.
Steve. Lips.
Oh, lips. Oh, you know what? I can't read with a damn right now. Check out that other dude's lips. Why are you telling Aron to check out some dude's lips? I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not judging and everything. Maybe he has some nice set of lips, but whatever.
Maybe.
You showed me the guy who was saying, listen, and then and some woman throws down the wall of his office to yell how he's lying. You remember Mr. Blue Eyes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the lips. Yeah. I get it now.
Gotcha.
I'd like to see you do an interview with that guy.
You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this, but I did send him an email.
Okay. And let's see.
We go for a lot of weird things
again.
But real quick, Aron, I have somebody coming in December that defies all belief. Actually, there's two coming, and thank you, Iso, for there's a gentleman named Our Founding Liars who will be on in 2 weeks. This is the guy who put out the video that claims that Autumn is a hoax. The season of Autumn is not Autumn. The season is a hoax. Autumn. It is not real. Okay.
I don't have time for people like that.
No, but even better than that though. Even better than that though. There's a gentleman coming in December that will swear to you on everything that Santa Claus is still real. So for Christmas, I have the group of people who still believe in Santa Claus that will be
and
coming
that
to
was
tell
a
us
bet.
why.
That was a bet that Kyle actually lost to Mr. Atheist, I believe it was. Wasn't
I
it?
did lose that.
So
I said it's not possible.
My best friend in high school. My best friend in high school, before he became an evangelical minister and started doing apologetics for Christianity, his first apologetics was to tell everybody that he is Superman. He had a Superman. He worked out. He had a Superman costume. He had the curl in his hair. All of that. He looked like Superman. But he had the apologetics going for all the reasons why he didn't have to present any evidence at all.
I kind of like that.
I thought it was amusing as hell until I realized that
like
it was
that.
the same thing it was the same routine he was doing as an apologetic minister.
Mm-hmm. Just a different
suddenly
grounding for it, sure.
Yeah, but it's so much cooler
really
though. You know, it's kind of like Ocean, who is a polytheist. Like you would think that if like regular theists we don't get along with, a polytheist would be even worse because they believe in more. Polytheist.
What is it?
Poly.
Okay.
Well, actually, what's funny is Aron actually knows Ocean, but he actually blocked him, and Ocean kind of requested Aron maybe kind of like rescind that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Aron has
Ocean?
it blocked on Twitter. Ocean Keltoy.
He's a pagan.
He's a pagan. Ocean is actually the admin of my Discord on the Great Community. He's actually a really great guy. He's been on not Hawk Heathen, but Truth Wanted with Objectively Dan, and he's one of the most respected theists out there because he's very intelligent. He's very articulate. But he's a polytheist. I get along with him fantastic, but for some reason you and him did not hit it off on Twitter. It was bad.
Actually, no, that's not true though, Aron. Before you even go there though, I remember this in the G-Man conversation that we had after the Aron Ron debate. Ocean was in there, and I remember Ocean and Aron talking about that. They had a conversation about each other blocking, and they squashed that. So they're on good terms now. I distinctly remember that.
Did he unblock him? Because I as of recently, I didn't know that.
I'm on good terms with the person I've never heard of.
Well, to be fair though, Aron, you didn't remember meeting G-Man either.
True.
And if you can forget G-Man,
but you
can forget anybody. If you can forget G-Man, you can forget anybody.
I remember Nephilim Free making this post to me where the reason that no one has heard of me in the last 7 years was because I lost a debate to him so badly. I'm like, when the fuck did I ever debate Nephilim?
Dude,
Nephilim Free.
Nephilim Free actually had a video. It was brilliant because as you know, I actually am friends with